for leadership to deliver, desperate to know the truth, and desperate to know the real issues confronting the country.
If you think they will see this election, you will not lie. Because if you do it, that's the end of this country.
Well, can lack the government, all the ministers in the government can lack. They never put also everything they say, they don't say the truth.
People of Liberia, if you allow the opposition to win, you will suffer. Liberians will suffer.
And the facts surrounding those issues, there is only one forum that provides the answer. It's Face the Issue on Kings FM. John Anthony April Godson Williams, commonly known as Teacher Live, from Monday to Friday, 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. for the most analytical and most stimulating conversation training for the day.
That's the funny thing about Unity Park. In a football game, if we were playing a tournament, they beat us today and we drop out of the tournament. Our focus now is not tournament again. Unity Party get their opponent, the Liberian people, they lead the Liberian people, then they come back to their team that they defeated. Everyone said that they put a crack away. You never want to get sense, so.
On Face the Issue, we speak out the fact in advocating for the right of Liberia. Face the Issue brings you logic, explain logic, and advance you to discuss with logic. It's Face the Issue. Comes on your airway from Monday to Friday at 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. on Kings FM 88.5. Don't miss it.
Liberians, I have received today news of the evictions and destructions of our party headquarters. Unfortunate and regrettable as this is. I wish to encourage all Liberians, especially our supporters and sympathizers, to stay calm, remain law-abiding, and respect due process in the interest of our democracy, the rule of law, and the peaceful coexistence among all Liberians, irrespective of party, social, ethnic, or tribal affiliations. Fellow Liberians, fellow partisans of the Coalition for Democratic Change, today we witness yet another testament of the Unity Party government gross disregard for the rule of law. Emboldened by impunity, they continue to abuse power, testing our nation's fragile peace and democracy. Their list of violations grows daily, from police brutality against ordinary citizens to outright disregard of court orders. We must, however, take the high road. In the interest of peaceful coexistence, I urge everyone to remain calm, law-abiding, and respectful of due process, despite this partisan political mischiefs from the Unity Party government. In the legal battle over the ownership of the CDC headquarters, our party has always followed the rule of law and openly stated its willingness to abide by the court final ruling, regardless of the outcome. Yet, before the battle was fully exhausted, the trickle happy partisans leadership of the police force, with direct instruction from Waka himself, spurred into actions. This was not a lawful eviction. It was a failed mission to destroy and erase the CDC in an attempt to fulfill their very wish Waka has repeatedly expressed to his lieutenants. While executing this criminal act that made the cheers of their partisans, they failed to notice the loud silence of the vast majority of ordinary Liberians. Our people are in disbelief at this administration. Reckless behavior in its quest to consolidate power. Posterity will punish them harshly, while the loss of our office building is a setback. I want to emphasize that it is only temporary. We shall overcome this sooner rather than later. Thanks to your unwavering commitment, determination, and resilience, fellow citizens, coalitions, well-wishers, and sympathizers. Fellow partisans, do not be despaired. While we admit these are difficult times, our party has faced worse situations, even from the very same actors we see today, and we have emerged stronger. We shall prevail. The UP leadership under Boubacar are destroyed, but we are builders. A special national headquarters delivery committee is being established to immediately begin the construction work so that we can have a modern state-of-the-art new home in record time. We shall execute this while we embark on a national tour to inform our people. In my journey to heights I have achieved, I have seen such hiccups before. We shall never waver. Together we will build. We are survivors by history. We are blessed with a spirit that overcomes even the most tragedies and misfortune. Remember, the unity, strength, and identity of our party and coalition are not formed in bricks and mortar. They live in the minds, hearts, and fighting spirit of our teaming supporters. Therefore, I call on every member of the party, our sympathizers, to mobilize and focus our energies on constructing our next premises. I must be clear, resist the temptation to take the law into your own hands. However disappointed we are by this outcome, I call on each of you to continue respecting the law and due process. Fellow partisans, well-wishers, and sympathizers, I am optimistic about the political future of our party. Together we will build a better home then for our party. So help me God. God bless Liberia.
And the government need to really invest. The people like you that get the type of structure. They come say even they could just be getting $1 million for the budget year. Every year they give $1 million. You impact a lot of money.
If our president of this country, as God show you his wonder, you never believe it. We told Joshua for what? You're a footballer.
Yeah.
A football developed country. A football bring everything ahead.
No.
You have to take everything to because she's from Harvard University.
Yeah.
What will the board do for you? No person for development. Then we know Joshua will put the millions men in the whole world.
Yeah.
Me.
Connections, you not get it.
You have no connection.
Yeah. Just say that all kind of things that just happen here. I'm sure no he, no tea.
He was 12 years over early. Ellen did not want him to become president. So Ellen did not introduce him to many leaders. Ellen was doing her thing on her own. She was traveling from country to country and kept him in a garage for 12 years, according to Boubacar himself.
Yes.
That means he was not empowered to meet any leader. When the African leader themselves need support from the West.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
All African leaders need support from the West.
Yeah.
No African leader will help another African leader with money for development.
Yeah.
In the West.
Yeah.
It does not have that contact. The standards got a type of worker.
Okay.
Because when we have wrote, the Senate did a comprehensive report of their funding and attached the Supreme Court ruling and the amnesty law and everything. And the position statement for those commissioners who decided from February to where. And said the way forward is the Panama House discussion for peace. Then when Boubacar come now,
He is deceived by coming there, they long there, don't be there, and you now where he's just taking all kind of way, better, all kind of thing. He won't go after people. Then, you know, the CDC still control the lower, the upper house.
Mm-hmm.
So they went some kind of way, some kind of thing they did, but they did a resolution that passed. Yeah, because of money process.
Yeah.
Then they sent it to the Senate.
Mm-hmm.
Then something happened. Wow! All that they almost signed to a zombie house. Then they brought it that Tuesday morning. They didn't tell me they had it for me. Oh! Then when I heard what was happening, it was remain 2 persons to sign. That was me, that was Barney, Jim Barney. Now when I went to Coon, I said, what is going on? You were here when we had sent paper, and you were here with our own leadership, and we sent the report with all documents, legal documents, to guide where. Then Baka benefited from the 2010 decision by the Supreme Court to be involved in the election in 2011 because he was not wrong with nothing.
You're right.
He benefited.
You're right.
Then after serving Ababa for 12 years now, he's now president now. We finished campaign for that kind of Omer, then he wants to persecute us. He does going to persecute us. So what is going on with Ekun? Then Ekun said, well, what I will do for you is to help you with lawyer. Then part has go look for lawyer. So from Ekun offered my own son offered that I went and signed a resolution. I have many senators why you did this. You know what they told me?
No.
Resolution is not a law. So starting the resolution, I mean, we agree. Bring it now. When Baka send a bill, they will now put all the law they put in now and back it.
Oh, okay. That was a smart move.
I said correct move. Yeah.
When we were there, the Bouaka, we used to go to him, even fee Bouaka because of his title. Make him comfortable because of the title. But you see what he's doing. You get a lot of gangsters around here and thinking that Liberia is front of gangsters. It's a lie.
You should be concerned as well. Why it is true that you're in opposition, you should be concerned. You also have a responsibility to maintain the peace of the country. Though the burden has shifted on the government to maintain the peace.
AB, I've always kept the peace of the Republic of Liberia.
Okay.
During Ellen time, I've kept the peace. During President Dota, I kept the peace. Amos Soyota, I kept the peace. Charles Taylor, I kept the peace. I have never broken anything in this country. I work for peace in our country, and I'm on record. Even the United Nations know that I work for peace. So I'm not trying to break the peace. What I'm telling you that those people that say they came to rescue us, they are breaking the laws of the Republic, and it is wrong. If you can't see it, AB, it is wrong. It is wrong. Because in the government that I serve, any position was respected. Today, you can say that you're taking the person off because he associated with somebody. No, but you see, we are different. The respect I have for Ellen Johnson, I kept that respect. And the respect I kept for her, to respect the laws of the Republic. I even work with Ellen Johnson as a peace ambassador. I don't have a issue of keeping the peace of the country. Of course, we are peaceful, but we will not allow people to break our laws and then intimidate people, and we just sit. That would never happen. You know, we're in opposition. Ellen Johnson, Madam Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, let me give her the respect. Because that's somebody that I respect so much. She did some things that we disagree, and we went to her and spoke to her. By the rule of law, you know, we have the right to protest, and we protest. We went to Ellen, and she understood that.
Mine is WHEON, yours is WRON. People been asking about Madison. Where do you think that's the line you come from? Moses Bisse, the Kansas City Grand Bass accountant. Thank you so much for always following us. Yankee Johnson is also here tonight. Doctors Billy always on time for Phoenix, Arizona. The United States of America, Ralph Cooper, Claude Alice. What's up to you? I hope you guys are doing so great tonight. And Built out there, and Vera Marsha, Consistent student indeed. Jackson C. Pony Jr. And we here together, Paris Robert, and from the United States of America as well. Jay Herena, what's up, my brother? From Fender era, how's up? How's everything? That's Fender Caulfield, that's where he's from. And we have also Linda Morris. What's up to his ass? And she says, yeah, good evening, Professor Light. All the students, common citizens watching, and the sedition, and of course, Patricia John is also on here tonight. You know, I like to recognize the students who can edit to class. They deserve to be recognized. All right. And Royal Always Va. And all right. So we are here. All right. And what did he say? Royal Always Va is recommending the blocking of somebody. So I will look at it and see from whence you want us to block the person. Yeah. One thing we don't do is to entertain rudeness. That's not tolerance. If you entertain rudeness, it does not mean that you are tolerant. No, you don't do that. You can see for sure where we are now as a people and what we are doing. So we are very grateful to the Almighty God that we are here working for the sake of our country. And we think with God, all things are possible. And all right, so this is it right here on this die. We are grateful. So I will check it up, Chi, and see your recommendations. Vincent Darcy, what's up, son? I hope you're doing so great. Former yeah, from Clara Tambelt, Chester Weir. And from River G, he's watching from there. And Cecilia Massaquad as well. Asata Emela asks, and about the wellness of baby is fantastic, and everyone else is fine. Thank you. Susan Soiree is also here and says, good evening, Teacher Light. And Susan, where are you from? Okay, Canada and Ontario. We like that. And Sata is here, John Dolly. Giflo Wanwolo, that's that Voawolo from 11 Streets. And so I will get, and Royal Always, I will be able to get your stuff. All right. And yeah, Richard S. Dolo says, and JMB is the best president ever in the history of Liberia. That's Richard's voice. My own sister, Nina Quayle, what's up? How's everything? Alice T. Johnson is also here. Vinicius Junior Bar, District 16. Get through the researcher. Keep up your research. We are getting there. With God, all things are possible. So on the 18th, everyone else will be outside. My water ability came to class early as well, and we appreciate all of you who came to class very early, and I have to tap on all of you and do it as fast as possible because I don't want the latecomers to benefit from it. And the name calling or the roster. 1018 is the code. 1018 is the code, and that's October 18. I like that. And so the latecomers are now in class. I'm not going to call their names. My class prefect, you late today? Where is it? I'm not seeing my class prefects in class. It's strange. Class prefect never late. What's happening? Tida. Hey, I hope something is wrong somewhere. And I hope something is not wrong somewhere. And so we are here fighting together for the good of our country. And so Joe Cooper, you late in class. You came in 9:19 from our end here, which is 8:19. And as per what we have here, so you are late. So you are late, and when you come late to class, hats up to you, Prince, the powerful Walker. Hey, the Prince Walker group of companies. What's up, my brother? You always doing things big. I don't want to talk plenty. I don't want to talk plenty because I was being told not to talk plenty here for you because you are so special to the extent that the place you have put yourself. I don't know. Prince Walker, the place you now put yourself. I want to say, the place you now put yourself. Hi, you know what conversation you had today. You know who you had conversation with. So I don't want to talk. The place you put yourself, I didn't know you were this big. The moment your name was mentioned, the person said, but that's my brother. Hey, Prince, you are powerful. God always bless you, my brother. Keep up the great work. And we are certainly getting there. With God, all things are possible. Joshua, I won't even tell you, say, I got you do your feeling that you are a latecomer. I don't care about latecomers. I don't care about the latecomers. You people are latees. You are latees. You're also latees. So, I don't deal with ladies like you people. You come to class, you want to disturb the class. You think I get time for that thing for you? We are ladies. We don't deal with ladies. How's up to you folks? We are here together again to do what we can for our country. 9:18. When did Matilda come to class? Matilda said she came to class by 8:18. That's the latest time she ever came to class since she began her class prefect's role. Anyway, she's here now. So better late than never, which of course means that she's okay. All right. So I think one of my mothers I spoke with today. Yeah, my Orita Vincent. Yeah, I did speak with her today. She said, "Maybe I can be right there. You can be, And who told you people I can see all two? Both the YouTube and the Facebook classes. I can see all two at once. I can just click. Then I will see how many students in the YouTube class. As we speak now, we have 155 students in the YouTube class. We have 342 students in the Facebook class. That's how it is. So as we are going up, I will know everything. So I know how many students in YouTube class, how many students in Facebook class. I know all of you. There's nothing you can worry about it coming. You know, look, the teacher I'm born before computer. I was born after computer. So that means I will study computer. Do I was never born before computer because people born in the 80s that before computer. But the idea I try my best, man. From down there, no, I can't want to come, man. Yeah. So Joshua will divide a class. Joshua can tell it won't be YouTube class prefect, class president. The YouTube class president, you know how much they can report to the prof every day? Oh, you don't even know that one? I beg you. Yeah. Why you think that class now get what to call? We just combine everything and give it to Matilda. You want to foot? You want to foot the class prefect role in YouTube? You see, that you can bring trouble in the world. We are all one class with one prefect that we have until 2029. We can determine how we'll be able to what they call. Then they're sitting out here. You can't tell about you won't take a portion of our class and be passing it around with. You get work like that. So understand that you get work like that. Anyway, with God, all things are possible. We are very grateful that we are here together tonight. Tomorrow, Friday, is going to be the prayers day for our Muslim brothers and sisters, and for the CDC, and yeah.
CDC the level. CDC all the way. CDC better. CDC all the way. They tore us down, we hate and shame. They play their games, but we remain. They thought they won, but they don't know. You can't break what's in our soul. We're not in the walls or halls. We live in the hearts of our people, Lord. So break the bricks, we're standing tall. CDC will rise through it all. Let's go break our ground. Let's go make them shame. In unity, there's power found. We are supreme, the mighty CDC. The mighty CDC. The mighty CDC. You've done your worst, the world can see. But truth and time will set us free. Laugh if you want, but wait and see. The mighty CDC's destiny. Let's go break our ground. Let's go make them shame. In unity, there's power found. We are supreme, the mighty CDC. We are strong. We love CDC. All day long, we're your parents. Be the drum. A new beginning has begun. Yeah, you got wanna play. I wanna yeah. Go. CDC level. CDC all the way. CDC better. CDC all the way. They tore us down, we hate and shame. They play their games, but we remain. They thought they won, but they don't know. You can't break what's in our soul. We're not in the walls or halls. We live in the hearts of our people, Lord. So break the bricks, we're standing tall. CDC will rise through it all. Let's go break our ground. Let's go make them shame. In unity, there's power found. We are supreme, the mighty CDC. The mighty CDC. The mighty CDC. You've done your worst, the world can see. But truth and time will set us free. Laugh if you want, but wait and see. The mighty CDC's destiny. Let's go break our ground. Let's go make them shame. In unity, there's power found. We are supreme, the mighty CDC. We are strong. We love CDC. All day long, we're your parents. Be the drum. A new beginning has begun. And so let me say sorry to you, radio listeners, those our viewers online. It's due to AC's abroad straight. Of course, we have to switch on to get back on our regular local power. So that which we've got in. And we are here with you tonight, right here on this very day. So, folks, wherever you are, we are grateful to the Almighty God. We just have a day or two to go. Just tomorrow, just a day to go. Yeah. So I want to say welcome back to all of you. Thank you so much for waiting and being there. And we are here together to do what we can for our country, no matter what the circumstances are. We are certainly getting there. And I was just trying to thank and tell you people about Friday's program. I mean, the Muslim community will understand the CDC, well-wishers and sympathizers. We'll be having a special prayer occasion. They play their games, but we at the parties. They thought they won, but they don't know. You get
soon to be constructed.
We're not in the walls
State of the art headquarters.
Lots of our people, Lord.
And so they will be there on tomorrow.
The bricks will stand.
And we are grateful to the Almighty God that we are here.
Rise through it all.
It will all be clamor for Sunday Thanksgiving service.
Let's go make them shake.
That's what it is.
Power found.
Religious tolerance,
Freedom.
political tolerance is what the CDC is noted for. Let me say hands up to all of you, fantastic people. I'm so happy that at least we are back together again to do what we can for our country. No matter what the circumstances are, we are certainly getting there. You always get there.
The world can see.
So you have to get set. Remember. That's why we are here tonight. We are grateful to the Almighty God. Like I said, this entire week, our concentration and everything will be towards the headquarters of the CDC.
Let's go make them shake. In unity,
So we are working on with that. We are working. We'll do everything we can.
we are strong. We belong CDC all day long.
And so there are announcements from the Liberia National Police in relation to your day. So the police have announced that indeed all those who are leaving from town, they will have to get straight to the moment they get to the intersection there, for the ministerial complex, they are using the Congo Town back road to leave town. For those who are going to town, they will use the regular route because that portion of the road is going to be for the CDC. The portion is supposed to use to leave from town and pass through that area is going to be left with the CDC. That area is going to be really, really jammed. In that short portion, it's not going to be easy. But we are certainly getting there, and with God, all things are possible. I hope the announcement is being sent out by the Liberia National Police. The CDC folks know exactly what to do.
CDC.
Aha.
CDC.
So it's all going to be the blues day all over. We are getting there.
CDC.
All the way. So we are here tonight, right here on this very night, and we are grateful to the Almighty God that we are here. Let me say also to our Christian brothers and sisters, our Muslim brothers and sisters as well, and all those who are part of the program set out for the weekend. And as a matter of fact, we are here making sure to motivate you, inspire you, and give you all of the confidence you need and to get at that program on Saturday. And as a matter of fact, most of our mothers, some of them are even saying they are rallying their children. And Sarah's Joel McGee says, every time CDC gather the olive and will divert traffic, certainly. So, and I would think for sure with God, all things are possible. So I love this song. I got a song, and from our Muslim brothers and sisters. So that song I got, I just want to share with you to tell you that look, we tolerate everything, and we work with everything, and we work with everything, but it's not too fun. But I don't know what it means. So there's an assignment for our Muslim students. I love this song, but I don't know what it means. But the lady sings very, very well. They call her Bintu. Bintu, yeah, and Jeli Kaba. Bintu Jeli Kaba. I don't know which one of the countries she's from, but she sings very well. Very, 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 very well. So the song is for you people, but it's a class assignment. Sekou Kalasto Dimaro, and you have Mamansi Kaba, the rest of the other folks, and then how they call Ruben Cannon, yeah, my man Sekou Cannon from New Georgia, God. Let me say New Georgia Junction, Connors gas station, the CEO there. There is a song I'm trying to play for you guys. I don't know why it means, but I think it's quite fantastic that you people follow that. You know, I get music here. The music I play can be fun. Everybody else will enjoy. Once I enjoy, you enjoy.
Feeling tired.
That's a fantastic song. I just say it's fantastic. Whether I understand it, I understand it, it's fantastic. So the assignment is left with you guys out there. Along the folks, especially our brothers and sisters who are from the Fula, the Mandibos, or whatever community, the Muslim community in general, I really appreciate you guys. This song get a fan song. I don't know why it be very fun. I love you guys so much, people. We are all one great family. We are working together. I will tell you people what the song is. Jiffy. Don't worry. I will give you an assignment. They must say, I know what I mean. I know there's somebody who know the dirty who will tell you, say, go solve the other problem on my seconds. I challenge any one of you to come back to me and lie. You can't tell me, say this song immediately. I'm feeling with you at the time you will know. I'm not a door teacher. I'm always clever, and I know exactly. Once I give you an assignment, they tell me what this song means. I mean, I already know what it means. The teacher never gives a question that he has no answer to. Hey, Yakub Amara Kone says is from Guinea. She says it's for her one, which means the land for CDC. Jesus Christ of Nazareth. You see, you get to you can fool the teacher with this one. I can never. Nobody can fool the teacher. Aku, you are going to be suspended for lying to the teacher. What was that answer you gave again? She said she's from Guinea. Okay, you took the country and says from Guinea. Yeah, she should be from Guinea. She's from Guinea. Okay, so I agree with the Guinea. She said the land are there if for CDC. All these people. I can't give myself to that way. These students will laugh at me. But nobody will laugh to me. I know how to do my thing. Because we are set already to go down there. Nobody can laugh to me. Thank God they get AR. They get the AR Mandingo tab. They get a Muslim tab for AR. So I just put them, you say yeah, AR and say AR. Please tell me what you come back to the client and catch all of you lying to me. Somebody says Waka Bwakire, so that's what the song is saying. If you check the song good, they are singing it also in crew. You get a bass side of it as well. You ought to sing it. But I love how she's been to. I appreciate her so much. Fantastic song being sung. Joe Cooper says it means CDC for everyone, not one person. Folks, how's everything with you, man? Joshua Corner, you get that corner name. You know nothing about this song here. You are complete black corner. Okay, once we can draw this one down now and then we move on, you know. And of course, the student, they're just giving their own meanings to the song. And of course, Morris Keita says she's one of the best female musicians from Guinea. And I really, really must say, yes, I agree with you. And she's one of the best. It says she's one of the best female musicians from our neighboring Guinea, and of course, Conakry, Guinea. The interpretation of the music is, you are mine and I'm yours. Holding you, my love, my heart. Wow, that's fantastic. And I will hold this one year. I'm giving you grace for it. Yeah. You think I can't give you grace for it? I got to go and check my book, my notebook, to see whatever you are saying there is anything to go by. Then I will take it, but it makes sense. So Morris Keita, thank you so much for that, and we appreciate everything you guys do. All right, so we are getting there, and so we are here together, and no matter what it is, we are certainly getting there. With God, all things are possible, and I can assure you, and we are going to work together. Saturday is going to be a great day, and for all of us. The country as a whole, our democracy, and is going to be tried and continue to be tested. And we are forever happy that we are going to work together for everything that we do. And no matter what it is, we are certainly getting there. So we work together and we do everything we can together. And no matter what it is, we are certainly getting there. So with God, all things are possible. And we'll always tell you guys, no matter what it is, you have to just remain disciplined. And remain disciplined and just be yourself. And no matter what it is, God will be able to guide you through in everything that you do. You have to be disciplined in everything that you do. And we are all learning from one another on a daily basis. And we are forever grateful to the Almighty God for everything that He continues to share with us. So Saturday is set, and as a matter of fact, everyone else gearing up. Well, before we can get to our Saturday's discussion, we'd just like to share with you tonight a few things in the body politics. And last night I want for you to please interpret what this political person said. I had a brief conversation with Senator Koga. On my way home, we just had a brief chat. And there was any parable he gave, but I don't know what that parable means. He said something, and I don't know what the parable means. And I leave that one as another assignment for you people. The music assignment is for those people, the Muslim community, people who are Muslim, let me say Mandingos or whatever. I think she's from Conakry, that lady. And that's it. So the other assignment. Then the other assignment that I would like for you to answer right now in class while we are having lectures. The assignment is this. I will be there on Saturday. How would the president be somewhere? Then he say the man who working for the president. And at the main station there, so the man will go somewhere there and there. I will be there. And so that's what it is. And Asumana Lasana Kamara says I should play that song again. No, I will not play again. I will play later on. A fun song. I must say I like it. I will play again later on, by the grace of God. There is. I want for you to please interpret this parable or what this man means. So we're having a brief chat. So he said something. He said, AB in his life, he said a brief. He said a boxer. The boxer can be the boxer that you wear. The boxer that you wear cannot be bigger than the trouser. We're just talking something. I can't tell you what we were talking. But that was the parable that he gave. He said the boxer that you wear, the BOXER, the boxer that you wear under your trouser. He said it can be bigger than the trouser. The boxer will have to be smaller than the trouser. So the trouser itself is bigger than the boxer. That's why he's saying. So he said the boxer cannot be bigger than the trouser. I don't know why you remember that. I don't know. But that's something we're discussing. That's something we're just reflecting on. Something we're just saying. So when he said the boxer cannot be bigger than the trouser, I just laughed. But I didn't know why. I didn't ask him. So what you mean? But I know that's something we're saying when he said the boxer cannot be bigger than the trouser. Because the boxer you wear on there is almost like a trouser, right? But it got layers, right? So the boxer you wear there And Ronnie Jai, how you tell my Oma name, original Vincent? How you manage to get her name? How you manage to bring the Oma name here? Because I call her name before that. Why you want to call it? Yeah. The box, the boxer cannot be bigger than the trouser. So I don't know. They better get it to me. But anyway, we got to watch out. That parable enough for fun. The boxer cannot be bigger than the trouser. So they say Sarah Joanne McGee said the sea way brief cannot be bigger than boxer. So everything that order cannot be bigger than what it come. But I know for sure that because I try to calculate to put it into perspective, right? Samuel Koga is the political godfather of Nima County. Jeremiah Kun is the vice president of the Republic of Liberia. When it comes at a county level, there is this respect. When it comes to Nima County politics, this is where we can take it and put it into the military or the security ranks, where it is often said among security personnel, that assignment is greater than rank. Samuel Koga is assigned as the political godfather for Nima County. Jeremiah Kun is just having a rank, but he doesn't have that assignment. It is Samuel Koga who enjoys that assignment. So Jeremiah Kun has the rank, and then Samuel Koga has the assignment. So the rank and the assignment. So we'll put that boxer, the boxer is the rank, and then the assignment is the trouser. So I will leave that parable with you for you to want to call. I just try to tell you something about it, right? That's what it is. So Koga, apparently, he is the trouser. And the boxer could be Jeremiah Kun, because he has the rank. And assignment is greater than rank. So that one you know it everywhere. My man Joshua is a military man and a soldier man. And so he's a soldier. Yeah, so that's what it is. So when they say the boxer cannot be bigger than the trouser. So the boxer must understand that it will be honor always. It can't come on top of the trouser. The boxers, you know, that it will always be honor. It can't come on top of the trouser because it is not bigger than the trouser. It can't, no matter what it is. This is what it is, and that's what it means. That's my own interpretation anyway. That's what it is, and that's what it means. So you're seeing that this is what it is, and it's going to be the tall order. A lot of things will happen. People will have to respect people in this country. People will have to respect people
Ifananya dia no kuluchanye iya shushute iya respecte wala dumake lunyesa akoba ingeli nife aini na kokelanye ni kurusile betadia abulo la fumée c'est pour moi Samina chogo miyala on est cardingue Dilentale Monta Imalon kele yarabile Imalon kele kale Mon doudou à moi Mon amour yarabile Imalon kele kale Monta Imalon kele yarabile
Oh yeah, so let's get back to business, people. Sorry about that. And like I was saying, for those of you who've left, yeah, that's it. All right, so like I was saying, we are very much cognizant of everything that's happening. I was just telling you about the issue about the parable and looking at it from that perspective, and we believe that things will be really, really tough, especially going forward in this country. Things will be really, really tough. And a lot of people are coming up, a lot of people are speaking, a lot of people are saying things that they can, and they are voicing out, and you can see people whom we are taught could stand up for this country, or you put your faith and confidence in people you think could stand for this country and stand for you, which of course we know they are not going to stand for you. We knew it, and we told you everything we could, but we were vehemently and ignored in everything we said, and nobody dared listen. People say what they want to say, and each time you talk, the whole country has now turned to a terrible place where only insults you can get, especially from those in power. And it's a negative trend. It's a terrible trend. This is not the first time. When the Unity Party was in power, even on the acclaimed Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, that very information ministry was always used as an insult box. It was the CDC time that CDC brought back and restored sanity to what information dissemination is all about. And people like, I think the Ellen component of the information ministry was not as insultive and restraining invectives in a form and manner, because I know for sure Isaac Jackson and the words they used to be using, just use words, describe people in all sort of manner. Yeah, you may say that, but they rather used to intellectualize their own way of just addressing maybe leaders or political leaders in a much more manner that you couldn't just sense. Because I remember there was this thing that Isaac Johnson must have said about Charles Bronski and Edward Clark Toomey. Attorney Edward Clark Toomey also came up and countered him. That was the kind of politics that we saw at the time. And it was very terrible at the time, but that was the kind of politics that we saw at the time. So we knew it, and these were challenging times, and I would think it's quite terrible, especially in this time and age, for us to find people doing these things. So today, I don't know what it's today. Yeah, so for Edwin Snow says something about it, and it's too bad that he had to say it. And I know he is speaking for everybody, and that is what Edwin Snow said in relation to the trend of events unfolding at the Ministry of Information, Cultural Affairs, and Tourism. Now, the Ministry of Information carries something along, cultural affairs. And the issue about culture, it has to do with discipline. That's why when you are at ministry, you have to be very much careful how you conduct yourself. The issue about culture, it deals with discipline. So if you have an abusive culture, your culture of approach towards leaders is abusive. You're just insulting them. Then why is the essence of us having the Ministry of Information, Cultural Affairs, and Tourism? How is the purpose? Because we say information, cultural affairs, and tourism. Now, so the information does not have to be abusive because you have to have a culture of approach. So when somebody tells you that you have a very bad culture, that's your behavior, your way of life is very, very bad. So the culture at the Ministry of Information, is that a culture of the Liberian people that they are promoting? Is that how you promote Liberia's culture? Because Liberia's culture is culture of abuse of leaders, especially when you are working in government. Is that what it is? Is that what that ministry is for? Is that what that ministry is meant to be for? Because that's Ministry of Information, Cultural Affairs, and Tourism. You can't be insulting leaders. That's not our Liberian culture. Because you are there to promote Liberian culture. So how can you be promoting Liberian culture at the same time you are there abusive, insulting people? And it's terrible. Like I told you the last time, I used to come down harsh on Joseph Boakai, but we are dealing with a bunch of people. We are dealing with people who are of high caliber, who believe in us. And they know that when we are crossing the line, they will call us and talk to us, then we leave it. And I decided to listen to them. They said, no, though he's an old man, he's doing all of those things here and there. Yeah, refine it. Be very much careful how you talk on things, on words you use. They are not good. And they are not just saying it because it's he, Joseph Boakai, but they are saying it because it's unpleasing for their ears. They believe that it's not good for their ears because they believe in people like us. So they don't want, even if they were hear it out there, it shouldn't be coming from people like us. Right? Yeah, I myself, I can sometimes support people doing bad things, but sometimes you don't want it. Because there are certain people who just hold you at a certain level. And there are people who will follow you at a certain level. Especially when you reach a level where you now have followership. You're not just fans, you have followership. They follow what you do. There are many children out there who will tell you, say, and Abraham Wion is my mentor, or this, that, here, and there. That mentorship, you have to keep it in tight. Yeah, you have to. But again, we have to be really, really careful. So Snow said this today. Let me play it out so that you listen to Snow. Just get him.
I have to be brief. I thought the Lofa caucus would have told us about the complex being built in Foya, but said they didn't mention I have to add it here, so because we want to know the source of funding. Presiding, we have a problem in the country, and the problem is facilitated by taxpayer money. Our Ministry of Information has turned to a platform to attack critical voices in the country. It started with Senator Amar Conan when his sister was sick in the hospital in America, dying from cancer. And he raised an issue in line with his legislative function. He was attacked by the Ministry of Information. Senator Creighton Duncan raised a critical issue he was attacked by the Ministry of Information. Former President Weah, when he spoke, he was mentioned that he had mosquito brains by the Ministry of Information. When Alexander Cummings spoke, his height was measured, even though he's taller than President Becker, but his height was used to determine his comments by the Ministry of Information. When Bishop Cotto Brown, a cleric, a man who has been very critical of even past governments, Samuel Doe, Charles Taylor, Ernest Salish, George Weah, even now, Cotto Brown, everybody knows him in this country. When he spoke, he was asked by the Ministry of Information to go and be a politician. He was bombarded by that ministry. Former Vice President Joel Howard Taylor, who spoke at an opposition gathering, she was attacked by that ministry. The point I'm making, Mr. Pizarri, that is not the responsibility or the function of the Ministry of Information. I'll try to be brief. I thought the Lofa caucus would have told us about the complex being built in Foya, but since they didn't mention I have to add it here, so we want to know the source of funding. Presiding, we have a problem in the country.
So, see who they're addressing as presiding. And I adore Abraham Taros Delome. Very much criminal, rogue. That the man there, they they're talking about. So they're in there with the gavel right in front. Ain't you seen the gavel right on the desk there? That Delone presiding. The very presiding used to describe George Weah in any form and manner in this country. It is the very presiding who look at Siricians who used to call them stupid people. That the presiding there sitting down there. So Snow is raising an issue of culture, bad culture being practiced, and the man who is presiding, that he is referring to as presiding, is Abraham Taros Delome. And he sits there and holds his mouth by virtue of politics. And of course, politics is not about quality, it's about quantity. So that's why carry people like Delone and Nana. If it is about quality, Delone wouldn't be there. So not everybody in politics that you see there, they went there qualitatively. They went there quantitatively. It is quantity that take you there. They are the numbers. That's what told Delone. So Snow was raising this issue, and Delone is sitting there as the presiding. You see him right in the back there? He is the presiding for the day. He's listening. There is a man who was there attacking people. When Snow got attacked by Eugene Fagon, former President George Manuel Weah took action. So the CDC has got the morals to question the conduct of the United Party's information ministry. The CDC has morals. The very snowman here, when Eugene Fagon attacking the last time, it was the very George Weah who had to say, look, Eugene, you have to subject yourself to the house because you never had to conduct similar faction to attack people. This is what you are seeing here. Snow is talking about it. In front of presiding himself, who doesn't respect any leader. Or presiding who opened a mob, say he will stone presidential convoy. Now the presiding that's sitting down there, so behind there, you're seeing there, so the Delome man. He the presiding. And that's bad. The information ministry, you know, Daniel Sano is a friend of mine. We all graduated from Zion. In fact, it was because of Daniel Sano there. That's why they even decided to put people like us in jail. Because I remember our student issue, the rioting was too much, and all of that. The police have to go there, ransack the whole campus. They arrested people and carried them. And I had to go there the next day to just go fight for their release and so forth here and there. And I was arrested that day. Because the way the guy were, what they going. So Daniel will have to change. And then we'll have to change. You see, my brother, let me tell you something. The reason you see some of us we can listen because we get people who believe in us and they can guard us. Their program is on now. It's being monitored by judges. It's being monitored by engineers. It's being monitored by all walks of life, medical doctors, everyone else listening to it. So as a result, if they have confidence in you and they are listening to you, that's any language that they will not like to preach, or they will not like to speak out about, or they will not say, they don't expect you to say, so that your language will align with their language. Because they will put out what they like to hear. So equally, they want you to put out what will go in their ears and sink in, because they have their children sitting right there and listening to it. Some of them will tell their children and say, please come sit and read and listen to this man. So children, everybody. So every time you use this kind of word, it's not different from watching a porn movie in front of your children, where they are seeing it. That's the same thing. So you and your children listening to the same radio. Then someone is there, or something is filtering through. And the social media is so terrible nowadays to the extent that even if a kid is passing by, they have their own phones. They are listening to it at no consent of their parents. They are listening to insults. That's what it is. Then the information ministry, cultural affairs, that's supposed to guard the culture. Because you know now, when you are doing nothing and you are on social media. My little daughter has a smartphone. My little son, he also has smartphones. My little sister has smartphones. And these people have smartphones. So the information ministry that's supposed to be filtering down what our culture calls for in terms of communication and information dissemination, if they have resorted to insulting, and that child is walking out there, and you know that the Western culture is trying to dominate. Now, so you see, the Western culture is dominating. It's also the problem because the social media makes it to the extent that it's difficult for you to be able to tailor which one of the culture for your people to adapt. But equally so, the only hope they have is to follow suit the culture of their country, and we are trying to portray that to them because the competition is on. If you open your phone now, you will be seeing Ghanaian culture coming up, Nigerian culture coming up, the Western culture coming up. So all kinds of cultures. So you have your own culture that you got to now push through. So you are fighting your way to push that culture. So your child is opening this phone and then following the culture of abuse of public officials being done by the information ministry. What sort of culture is that? When the Ghanaian culture comes to the entertainment industry, they have a way to portray it. When the Ghanaian culture is being pushed out there, when it comes to governance in Ghana, they have the legislature, how to respond to people. There's a different approach towards that. When the Nigerians come up with that, it's different. Then when the Liberians come up, because there are different kinds of culture, different kinds of things that all inculcate into our culture. The culture of religion, the culture of politics, the culture of this. Every discipline is a culture by itself. If you do education, you will know that. Every discipline is a culture by itself. How Liberian people engineers? What is the culture of Liberians when it comes to engineering? What is the culture of Liberians when it comes to students? So what is the culture of Liberians when it comes to politics? What is the culture of Liberians when it comes to the medical field? What is the culture? You got to know that. So when it comes to governance, what is the culture of Liberians when it comes to governance? How do public officials react? How do they relate to people? Those are the questions you will see being asked all of the time. Culture. Then the information ministry that is responsible for cultural affairs and tourism to make people to be attracted to Liberia. Then they are there sitting and insulting public officials. Oh, George, that did not happen. I want for any Unity Party president to say, the same thing George used to do. You're naming anybody, Honor Legend who ran it, an information expert, British trained information expert. Name me any day. In fact, it was Syrians who used to be complaining about Legend who ran it. And say, oh yeah, the man, even Rob said he can attack the people then back. But the issue about information dissemination is not about insulting people. Since I decided to say no, I will not describe Joseph Bagai in any point of man. The same Unity Party people that cross our ear there that call and say, I don't know what kind of bear or whatever it is sitting now when you cross our that the media can be passing around, stay attacking me because they know the kind of force we carry. We don't have to insult, but the kind of force we carry with the kind of information that we are giving is spongy. The information is punching. So as a result, they still feel the pain of it. You don't have to insult to get what you want to say across. Look, when you hate people with the truth, it can also hurt them. When you insult them, it can hurt them. So which one you take? Hit them with the truth. Painfully, it will hurt them. She's not causing all over the place. No. Or let the rule one and again come to class, they be misbehaving, they can what they call here and there, can just block them, whatever it is, we just take them off the class. In fact, what we have resorted to now in this class, the moment you come online, you want misbehave, you want our rule, we just take you off. Because you don't belong to our society. That's not our culture. That is not the CDC culture. The CDC culture is the culture that Liberia needs. The CDC governance culture is that culture that Liberia needs. That culture of developmental politics, that culture of discipline, that culture of peace, that culture of tolerance, that culture of religious tolerance, that culture. It is that CDC culture that Liberia has lacked over the years. That is the CDC culture. The CDC culture is the culture of discipline, respect, and honor for people. That is the CDC culture. I'm not a sedition. I am not a sedition. No. But the CDC culture is not a culture that is there to destroy people. The CDC culture of governance is not a culture that will see out there to see people suffering and then don't compound their suffering. That is not the CDC's culture. But here in Joseph Boakar's administration, that is their culture. And that culture is not Liberian culture. That's why the opponent is accepting it. That's why you see the opponents accepting it at all. That is not a culture. Because the CDC culture aligns with the Liberian people. So the United Party has come in and the Liberian people have got to know that, look, there was something missing. This is not who we are. We are not noted for coming to power and then uprooting other people and say because they belong to other political parties, we are taking them from jobs. That is not our political culture. That is not the Liberian culture. We are accommodating. And we can end up in Nigeria and foreigners here overall. Then our fellow Liberian we can take out of the country. If Nigerian foreigners, we can prioritize foreigners in this country. When they come to this country, we prioritize them, we give them all of the opportunities, and we can allow them. They are our fellow Liberian. That's not a Liberian culture. In fact, to the extent that some Liberians can even be vexed. Why I say we left foreigners? Because in Liberia, when you come there, Liberian people, there's that Liberian man, small thing happening, and say, hey man. When you see the kind of culture now that the Unity Party has introduced, you'll see Liberian culture. Real criminal who stole from somebody that will be beating that person. You see the Liberian man who they stole from, you start crying. That's the kind of culture we are. Sympathetic. We have a sympathetic culture. To the extent that for you to really see Liberian men take real action to just it's difficult. That's the culture. Then you have a Ministry of Information, Cultural Affairs, and Tourism behaving the way they behave. That's bad. The CDC's culture is culture of empowerment. And Liberian culture is the culture of empowerment. Anybody else who come here and there, they will always try their best to empower you. That is the culture that we have in this country. It's not a culture of abusing people. Joseph Boakar people were rewarding Prophet Key for cursing President Weah. They can reward him. That's bad culture. So you are rewarding bad culture. They just get people on what they go and say, what they go here and there. That's bad culture. And the point there is when you introduce it, know that you are to blame for it. Because people will not dress back. And when they hit back at you, we are not going to what? Blame them. We are going to blame you. It is your action that led to their actions. That's what we call gaslighting. Your action led to my action. That's gaslighting. So your reaction, your action is what led to my reaction. So you are going to be responsible for that. And that's bad. Look at what happened in the country today. Is it not really shameful for the Unity Party people? Just for the CDC program, the Unity Party people, who are printers, who were printing t-shirt in here during Unity Party time, blah, 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 here and there. Today, CDC providing jobs for many of the printers who were printing for Unity Party. In fact, some of them who don't even have jobs now, they are doing printing job because citizens are buying t-shirts. Nobody buying them for them because citizens are buying t-shirts. They are buying t-shirts for their program. So the Unity Party people, especially some of them, are really noticeable. What they are doing, they are giving their printer then to people who are not noticeable, and then they are printing t-shirts to go sell it for the CDC program because they are hungry. They are out of job. They are whatever. So they are competing with the CDC printers. Can you imagine that? Because they are surviving on CDC in their own government. CDC got to provide job opportunities for them. CDC has to provide empowerment for them. That's what's happening now. Everywhere you go, people say they want to buy a t-shirt, want to get this one here and there. They have decided to take themselves and put themselves there to start printing t-shirt to sell it to the CDC. That's how terrible they are. But the CDC, everything they do is for the empowerment of everybody. That's what the CDC is noted for. That's the kind of politics that we talk about. Yeah. You don't empower anybody. But look at what the guys are going through. Saturday is going to be the jam. And that whole spot is going to be a lively spot forever. That whole area is going to be the commercial complex because people will always be there. And where people are, that they play market goals. That whole region. But in fact, you can see people selling their small thing in there already. All the shops around there. Commercially, economically, that whole hub is going to be economically viable because CDC is going to... Look, there are things about how you manage to, in these kind of struggling times, where the economic situation is so harsh. It's even the worst ever in our country history because Honor Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, citizens could buy their own t-shirts because on meal were here. Some of them were doing their lay work. They could get small things to do. So people could what they call small work. Then work then were all over the place. People were doing small jobs. So citizens could afford to buy their own t-shirts from 2005 because we have several NGOs here. Somebody will go do their NGO job. They will come and buy a t-shirt. But I'm talking about this time now. Honor Joseph Boakai administration, where money is scarce. You can't find money. They are looking everywhere and taking their penny and everything to spend it. This tells you the uniqueness of these people. The uniqueness of these people. They go at any length. There's nothing like hunger in their loyalty. They don't see hunger. They don't see brokenness. Anywhere CDC goes, there is life and there is light. CDC took over Liberia, you saw lights. Not just physical street lights, though. You were living life. For some of you were not appreciating the life you were living. When CDC took away their life and said, look, you're getting to Unity Party today. Where are you people? The whole country gone dark. Financially, you are dark. Economically, you are dark. Everything affecting you now, you are dark. You see what happening to you now when you take people. You know, there's a friend of mine, he and myself were working together. And I will work together. I wouldn't call his name. And he didn't know that I was the light for him. And he was fighting his light. I'm not bragging you. I will tell you exactly what it is. He didn't know I was the light for him. He fought. The moment I left, darkness fell there. For him. There are certain people, look, you got to really know. Look, these CDC people, they are people because of the man whom they are associating with. He is a light. Everywhere he goes, where there are difficulties, things will open. Doors will open. Look at where you people are now. Look at opposite Lone Star Cell. It's a ghost camp now. Because you know where human beings are, where you find life, right? Yeah, where you find human beings, where you find life. Go Broad Street right here. Yeah, Broad Street right here. Opposite Broad Street, there are several other entertainment centers down there. Take CDC party headquarters and put it to that small place, Unity Party in our compound, where there is no yard. Put CDC. Take CDC from where they are going now. Put CDC down there. If the entire uphill Broad Street, that whole region, if it does not become economically viable, don't call me AB. Don't call me AB. That is true. I am telling truth here. But you see, when we are saying these things, you're taking a bit of, oh, every whole day, you're praising, am I praising him? Is there anything I'm talking about George Weah that is a lie? Or is there anything I'm talking about these seditions that's a lie? Is there anything that's a lie? Yeah, you know the party headquarters there, they get entertainment center there down there. What happening there? Nothing. But take CDC and carry CDC up Broad Street right here. If it does not become a commercial hub in these challenging times, don't call me AB. The party not even moved there yet. Just 2 days ago, when you pass in there, you see life along that route. Cars passing, people are looking. Because this is where people feel when they meet, there are people, and look, let me tell you something about this life. We may not get the money, but God has his way of making us to feel connected to people and impact their lives, and they are happy. We're not giving any money, but they are happy. Where there is CDC, there is always light. Where there is Unity Party, darkness. And Joseph Boga, you don't see Joseph Boga is an embodiment of darkness. Joseph Boga house that you were living in. Joseph Boga house that you were living in. You never saw that house to see really dark. You saw Joseph Boga, the place you were living. You saw the place that Joseph Boga was living when you were vice president. You saw darkness. How will you look at darkness? Then you bring darkness to provide light. I thought that light is supposed to provide light. How will you take darkness and bring darkness to provide light? Joseph Boga is darkness. The man is darkness. So what you did, you're carrying on a light. George Weah is light, and Liberia is dark. So you took George Weah putting at the hem of power. George Weah is the light shining over darkness. In this case, it is Liberia, the little doom light that George Weah left there, that George Weah brought Liberia to. That what Joseph Boga now consumed, now the light just going off. Have you people really seen that? Have you really sensed yourself and asked yourself the question how you just reverse yourself like that? How can darkness provide light? Where you have seen that one before? Ask me. Ask me too. I'm asking you too. So you ask me too. Where have you seen darkness provide light? The thing about leadership is providing the way, is providing light. Yeah. Where have you seen that? Where have you seen darkness provide light? Where have you seen that thing before? Joseph Boga is darkness. Now you see your whole country is dark. You know what they call darkness? You know the symbolic expression of darkness? Oh, you just think they've got the lights in the streets? No. Today, many of you went to bed hungry. Many of you rationing how your children will go to school. The other one that need to sit down. I know our mothers, they are going through a lot. They are going through a lot. They're not saying all their children to school. They say they want you to send a vision 12 right now. They just go feeding one time, then your power will be continuing. Where have you ever seen darkness provide? Where is that? Has darkness ever provided any light before in your whole life? Joseph Boga is darkness. You saw the place Joseph Boga was living? The machine that was outside there, Joseph got horse when you're passing it. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Or hint to the wise is quite sufficient. CDC is carrying light in Congo town. CDC is taking their light from right here, opposite Lone Star Cell. They are now carrying it to Congo town. That whole community is going to be lively. For me, I say things that are factual. I'm not here to come call somebody near or say something about somebody that is not true. A hint to the wise is always quite sufficient. And I pray that you people be able to understand the truth and nothing else but the truth. So, Carrasco, then I also Sunday. Let's get to the lines and interact with you. So let's get to the lines and interact with you. It's on Saturday, people. Like I told you, the entire week we're going to dedicate most of it to the groundbreaking ceremony. So you see what we can be talking about all the time. You say, I'm not here to come say lies about anybody. If you not do it, you not do it. If you did it, I don't want to talk about it. I'd rather not talk about it than to talk about it and lie. You put him from here. And I know it. I'd rather say that I don't want to talk about your hand pump than to say what kind of thing you can put here so you say that hand pump. But you see, that is life, people. No matter how you think about it, you always say the truth and the true height. I don't care about how anybody feels about it. I don't want to know how you feel about it, how you think. It's up to you people. Joe Cooper is 100% right. He's even saying that school in Liberia is not by choice, but it should be hoping. Just hoping whether your child will go to school. It's not choice that you can pick whether your child will go to school. Here in Liberia today, things are tough because you allow darkness to provide light for you. Waka is an embodiment of darkness. But you know, you people will understand some of these things sometimes. That's why you're suffering. You will continue to suffer. The unfortunate thing about it, all of us going through the hell. When you wake up out of that, God has His own. He will always prepare His own. He will treat them in a special way. He will manage no matter what it is. So let's get to the lines and interact with you folks. Okay, folks, so let's get to the lines and interact with you now. For the next minutes to go, we have 16 minutes. Let's manage short. Medicine Yadolo, what's up? How's everything with you, my brother?
Thank God, AB, I'm fine. I'm happy. AB, I can't wait. You receive it. Look, my happiness is that when you go to the U.S. Embassy on TV interview and they get your visa in your hand and you want to leave Liberia, the feeling that can be in you like in me right now for Saturday. AB, I just feeling like that for Saturday. Look, I'm all happy. The whole day, I'm up today. The whole day, I've been on my phone, sleeping, wake up, go to Facebook. Look, CDC is light. Georgia is light. The place, you look at the place right now, people have started selling their dreams. You see coolers lying down, you see umbrella.
Yeah.
Whole day today, I've been watching the whole day. I was watching them when the former Police Minister even went there. The press people were asking all our questions. He said, I cannot say more than what I'm saying. We get a committee chairman who get a responsibility to talk. I listened to her. I was watching having we said there today going live. I was watching DTV. Look, the place is lively. It's like the people can't wait. I saw a group of old ladies all in white suit They went there today to pray. They stayed there all day. And they planting light all over the place. The solar light been planted to the place. No, maybe the people can't wait for their new party headquarters to be given to them. And we that are out of following the program, we can't wait as well. We want to thank President Weah. We want to thank Sedition for being resilient people, for being people that cannot be torn apart with any situation. Thank you, Sedition. I won't end it wrong. Thank you.
Thanks so much, Medicine Yadulu. Let's get to this one. This song that I was just playing, I will dedicate it to my boss man, Omer Sam Science, soon, because he has given me the perfect interpretation of it, and he's touched by that. So I'll play again. And of course, hello, how you doing?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, let's hear from you, please.
We do this because they come on this is 16. Yeah, that power I use during your Kuga. For my own interpretation, I want to tell you, Jeremiah Kun is the traffic over, is the bosser. But when it comes to Nima politics, Jeremiah Kun is the bosser, Koga will be the trouser. Because Koga, he's the Pharaoh in Nima County. So, Jeremiah Kun, when you go between the both of them, biologically, Koga is the biological son of Nima County. Kun is just a visitor there. Engineer. So, like that, I want to tell you that. Thank you.
Wow. Thank you so much. So my boss man Sam Science says here, and I read it by it because he said, AB, this song that you've been playing is life. He said the letter is saying that my husband, who takes care of me so well, I can never ever mix him up with anybody. They can be among the millions. I will always identify him. And Omer Sam Science, you got it. There is a song for you. I love it. We think we are getting there no matter what it is. We will certainly get there. So let's get to the lines and eat out with you. Now we've got a reason and meaning to dance with this. Okay, so we can go on and on, people. Get ready. Let's move.
Tu n'imagines pas à quel point je suis heureuse avec toi, bébé. La fumée, c'est pour moi. Je suis sur ma quête. La famille n'a toujours mis à l'heure. On est qu'à dîner.
Oh yes, hello. Let's get there, people. Hello, how you doing?
Yeah, good evening, AD. How are you?
Yeah, let's hear from you quickly.
This is Mama Guitar, number movement.
Yeah, let's hear from you.
I want to ask one question. Sedition, they are defeated in the election, but they are so happy more than those who win the election.
I wonder,
AD. You know, the blessing of God Almighty, when He on somebody, you know, everything you can see in that joyful movement, AD. Today, I pass Congo Town. The coalition party headquarters going to Congo Town is bringing light to Congo Town. Anytime you read to that identical area, you will know that, you know, it's a blessed child in the identical community. I want to commend all of you people that are promoting President George Manawiya. You know, President George Manawiya is a good man that God sent him back to the opposition community to restrict them how to behave as a political party. At the moment the party headquarters be built today, you will see a lot of political party in the country. They will start constructing a headquarters here. So President George Manawiya will always be the leader to follow. You know, the party, all the jumping around they are doing. The people did not have fresh mind and maybe President George Manawiya could not go to the presidency for 7 years. Today we are competing with development. It cannot develop like people will mock at them, AB. So it cannot match with President Weah. President Weah, any terrain, he go there because it's a blessed child. They will not care. All those who hate this man, AB, they will come back to him and apologize. And once they allow with President Weah, he always leave room for to accept all his critics. And he will happy AB. And you hear, all those who are leaving the party today, they are causing President Weah because of job. They will go on their knees Except the party, people now walk for distance to play the school today. And someone that benefited from the party. The end of the day, they start insulting the billion of ladies. They will come back and get on their knees. Except God who created all of here. That God is not a God for the world. So thank you very much.
Thank you, my brother, for your contribution. We appreciate that. That's up to my own friend and brother, Abraham Kaba. And of course, Boleke for short, He's one of the guys. Hey, my brother, how's everything? Thank you, my man. I love you. Thank you so much. Let's get to the female line right here as well. And hear some female voice as well. Hello, how are you doing? Let's hear from you, Ms.
Yeah, thank you very much, Eddie, for the topic tonight. Eddie, the reason why my brother from the US didn't play part on that, because we don't even wait for the day, and tomorrow I bet they will start going. Tomorrow evening I will start going to 5:40 to 6 about 6 o'clock before 6 o'clock will be able to go. Let me tell you, Eddie, the real person we are got light, because once there be light and there was light. Once there be water and there was water. Once there be salt and there was salt. And say that the reason God sent a man down in one land for the nation here. But the demonic pastor that was in the country was pushing on your author. They were to sprung the country in a double here. And they go to the double today. I see the country and they looking at them away. They go down the tree. Salamate over the country. They got a kid like what I said, pastor. They want to suppress the country. But President Wia is light. And the real light that Liberation people looking for that in life of President Wia. And that people will see the light come to the now. If they light stay over the nation, you will see the what prayer for here will be flying the nation that we are free. We are moving demon here. Thank you very much.
Thanks, man, for your contribution. We appreciate that. Let's call her. Hello, how you doing?
Hello, Eddie.
Yeah, let's hear from you.
I'm calling from Tasha. I start somewhere there and they say, hey, my president will be right in front of me. I'm nearly 10. They call it me, say, 200 days. After I get coming from care my t-shirt to teacher, hey, wow, way, Saturday, but God create. The people will tire. They will tire of everything. God will, Masali will feed the people. They get no strength again. They not get no strength. We need to part finish. If you today, I'm not playing with them for you all the way in the market doing when they all finishing. Mogo Canone. Although that day, the party down, I said the party, now the country down. So we want to put the country to one Friday. So I can kill the country. So we want to go live for it. That's what I was telling you today. So these people, they say, we vote for Black Oma. But then I will feel go away. So because the registration my charity on United Party register here for yesterday to today. We register and you can see me. They say, oh my, how here? We say, we not for Baka, we for CDC. We register because chicken seller, they say, when we go back, 10 cartoons, we are there. So now we will say, all our 10 cartoons, you sending a finish it, going for some. But today, when we buy 2 cartoons, we will be on here for 2 days, we will pay for fees of money. We are tired. We don't want to see Baka, we are today the 12 will register. They tell them, oh, they show it to me. I said, thank God. We are the better richer. The people there, we own it. We pray for Lord and AB. They put it that it will off.
Thank you. All right, thank you so much, Mama. Let me get on Man CC quickly, and then after I think we should be getting there. Man CC, how's up? How's everything? I trust.
Yeah, in gear.
I know.
But I say gear, I put on my dancing shoe already. Waiting for the day. I can't wait to see Sarah. You understand? When they say gear, darkness, I just say Boakai. That is the people of God just say Boakai. When they say darkness, completely darkness, they don't want something, but they die not into the country of water. Because they are suffering. It's a suffering anywhere you go. Suffering Akon in there. I will call you today. Suffering Akon. Everywhere water go, that darkness is waiting for us. Nothing going on. You know, we just wake up, man. We already win a victory. We're making a string of Saturday. I want to come bring that away. 12 hours, kind of a place for him. He said, go to cook. Don't wake up. We pretty our teacher will not get it. We'll go forward. We'll have go see.
Okay.
Let's talking about all we sorting low. Fire for fire, Eddie.
You go for where I go for Aka.
You're right.
You go for Joa, you go for Joa, I go for Buak, I go for Joa, I go for Tubu. Where we learn, where for fire, I go for Buka. We will still for fire. Oh, anybody say that to Waka and West. I want to learn. Anyone said I will say to them. What you can and you so when you said it to John, we are saying to your woman. Thank you.
Hello.
Hello.
I know.
Tell me, you know, I heard Mr. Yadoro talking. He must say me skin shoes.
Okay.
Looking for something. That's why I'm not in Nigeria today. And all of a sudden, a thing I wanted to do, it came on today. I will approve of it today. So I'm so fighting. I want to be in Nigeria today for that. That's opening. And I was surprised to see Christian saying that where CDC going to have their thing, the street going to be closed, they're going to rewrap around. I was like, wow. So we are the God you say is a real God. Yes, thank you. Yes, thank you. Janako, all of you, yes, thank you. God bless you. Our spirit, our you guys.
Okay.
We love you guys. We will watch you tomorrow. God bless you.
We appreciate that. Thank you, Mommy. Here, so we are here. We are here. Okay, folks, let me see here. Let's speak about 3. Yeah, then we get going. Please, I beg you. Much of it. Hello, how are you doing?
Hello, Ebi.
Yeah, let's hear from you, please.
Yeah, this is Prince. We don't call him a Johnny.
All right, Prince.
Every Saturday will be to our party on live.
Mm.
We are in here. So, my brother came on Nima today. We are going to our party on our day. Yeah.
We appreciate you guys for the effort and everything you are employing. Thank you so much. Let's get on to this one. Hello, how are you doing? Hello? Hello? Sorry, hello? Yeah, let's get on you. Get on now. Yeah, I'm getting you.
Okay. Omar from Sophia.
Oh, Omar, how you doing? Go on.
Okay. We saw something there Monday for you.
Something Monday?
Yeah, I say you saw Monday for you.
Oh God! Oh, you.
The chicken I promised I carried it.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I saw that. Israel shared. Okay. Yeah, we said that. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Oh,
all right, thank you.
I called to pray. So I said, Heavenly Father, I come to you this night. Lord, as the children are going for this groundbreaking, Father, I ask you to guide and protect me. Lord, I ask you to use yourself to be on our groundbreaking. Protect me. Take away confusion. Whosoever is planning to carry evil to them, Lord, let it be not your image. Destroy the plans of the evil man. Bless our president, his children, his wife, and all those who are with him. Let this groundbreaking bring joy to us as they have made us happy. I ask all of these through Christ our Lord. Amen.
Amen. Folks, that's all the time we've got, and this prayer will take us home. So I want to say thanks to all of you for the time. So until we are back here tomorrow, the Fridays, the Diaspora Talk Edition. We're going to have Prince, the wonderful Sharif, Bro, the rest of the other guys, Leo. They're all going to be here tomorrow, Friday. That's the Eve. It's going to be all about your dream. We've said we committed ourselves to it. We are executing accordingly. But tomorrow morning is where Bob we are seeing will be here. In the afternoon hour, we'll have Sam Andrew on Real Talk Liberia kicking off at 3. So I want to say thanks to you. Enjoy this one, people. Old man Sam Science said that the lady had made a commitment and said, no matter what it is, the man who takes care of me, he's always there for me. He wants 1 in a million. Wherever he is, I will always be with you, and I love it. This fantastic song we leave with you. Bye-bye.
mon amour, quel est né dessous.